All right. Welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. A little bit about the show. Sports Therapy with FH Jr. is a show where callers will have 30 minutes. I'm sorry, callers will have 2 minutes, not 30. You don't get 30 minutes. You get 2 minutes to call into our number, which is 940-329-4110. That's 940-329-4110. So you can rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Now, let me go over the rules for the rule breakers. On Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., we don't talk politics. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are doing, nor do I care what the Democrats are doing. We don't talk race relations. All are welcome to call in. We don't talk sexual orientation. If you are a friend of football, you are a friend of mine. And on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., we give advice, but we don't give sound advice. Our show is rated PG-13, so kids, you probably need to get some permission from your parents to listen to the show. Now, I'm normally rocking the standard uniform, which is usually augmented by the NFL hat with the logo to signify that I am as neutral as Switzerland. But today, I am going back to old school. I'm rocking the Redskin gear because my Redskin commander slash football team came through with another victory. And I'm always rocking a cool beard as usual. And our show is always sponsored by Crown Royal. And that is my drink, Crown Royal. And it is time to get this bad boy off the ground. If you don't know, man, I am in a happy, joy mood because my Redskin Commander football team slash Commander Redskin football team, commander, whatever the hell we want to call it, we are winning. And you remember what I said, if you are winning, nobody cares what the hell you call yourself as long as you are winning. Now, we're in week 5. And hey man, I am never disappointed with the NFL. I mean, it's just like the movie. Any given Sunday, any team could win or lose. We had some major upsets today. So hopefully, I always say we're gonna talk scores, and then somehow I get derailed and we don't talk scores. But we are gonna talk. We're gonna jump off the bat and talk some scores. Guarantee you that. I do know that later on tonight, them there Cowboys are gonna take on the Steel Curtain, the Steelers. So also, we're gonna have a modified show tonight. There are some things going on that I have to tend to. And so today's show will come from 7 o'clock p.m. to 7:30. So today will be a modified show. So if you want to call in, you got 30 minutes to call in and rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Keep in mind that the show is streamlined on YouTube and Facebook. And you can also pick us up on Instagram as well as TikTok. Now, I do put some of my TikTok videos up because I'm getting new to TikTok, but I'm ticking and I'm talking, if there is such a word. Today, I expect to hear from the usual crowd with a few others calling in. But keep in mind, this is a show where callers will have 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. But this week got underway Thursday night when them there Dirty Birds, the Dirty Birds took on. Let me see, who did the Birds take on? Oh yeah, they tangled with the Bucks, the Buccaneers. Now that was an exciting game. Now, of course, that's a rival game. So whenever two rivals get together, it's almost like playing against your brother. You never know what you can throw all the records out. You can throw just show up and play. So I actually thought that that the Buccaneers I thought they were going to take the game because they've been playing outstanding, but it is what it is. But keep in mind, on Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr., this is a caller-driven show. So whenever I get a caller, if I'm in the middle of talking scores and whatever, I'm always going to break away and listen to my callers. Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr.
FH Jr., what's happening? It's the Ravens extraordinaire, baby. Brandon Cooper in the house, baby. Come on now. You
Hey,
know what time it is,
hey,
baby.
hey, brother Coop, you all had better pay that man more money, bruh.
He's the king.
Man,
He's the king.
y'all better pay that man a lot more money than because, man, King Henry was in rare form today, brother. What say you
Dude,
about
man, when
today?
I tell you, so the game is so like a lot of people hit me up saying, "Man, y'all finna blow out the Bengals, woo woo woo." I'm like, y'all don't understand how the AFC North goes.
I know.
Like all these games is close. Even if we play the Browns, it's gonna be close. Like this is the Black Air Force One division. Now, Joe Burrow was carving us up,
He
and I'm
was.
like, at the end of the game, I'm like, cool. This man Lamar dropped the snap. I said, damn. But you know me, you got to live and die by Lamar. But also the kicking operation with the snap in the hold is so key because the dude fumbled the snap on the hold, and that's why he missed the field goal. And I knew, I was like, okay, when we get back on offense, run them. Boy, we lined up through that pitch. Derrick Henry, you know when he cut up, he gone.
Nobody wants to
The
hit him.
King Henry saved us. Don't nobody, dog, I've never, and I thought Earl Campbell and Jim Brown were the only two people that people just refused to tackle, and Mike Allslot. But people don't know Mike Allslot back in the day. But Derrick Henry, baby, hey man, come on now. Derrick Henry saved the day for us. That's why we paid him.
Of those guys
So
you
man,
mentioned,
look, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with the win, brother.
of those guys that you mentioned, you might want to throw one more name in there. That a guy that nobody wanted to hit, bro. And he was called the Nigerian Nightmare.
Man, what you know, man? What you know about the Nigerian Nightmare for the Kansas City Chiefs, man?
That was a brother nobody wanted to hit. Yes, and you're right. You can count them on one hand because there's not a lot of them.
Like, but man, brother, we had a good game. Defense started to come together at the end. Joe Burrow was literally carving us up, man. And I always give Joe Burrow his props for a team who doesn't have an offensive line. And that's my biggest thing. They've never took advantage of trying to make a good offensive line. But when you got Jamar Chase and you got T. Higgins, man, they was carving us up. Also, number 21, Brandon Stevens, the cornerback, he got to get out of there. I'm tired of seeing him getting cooked. But, man, hell of a game. And I see where our offensive coordinator learned. I know Harbaugh went back to the sideline, got on that mic. They said, hey, man, you better quit this damn shotgun pass. If you don't hand it to this big dude right here.
Let me ask you this, man, because, I try to watch as many of the games as possible. Then I'll always end up staying with one or two. But I definitely was watching your game. Because now you said something which was very important, which is it's just like when the Redskins, Commanders, when we play the Eagles, when we play the Giants, when we play the Cowboys, it doesn't make a difference what your record is. You're gonna get their best, and just like I was like, okay, wait a minute, I'm watching Seattle. Hey, look, I'll be honest. I thought you guys were just gonna just carve up of Cincinnati and like. But, brother, I was like, what the hell am I watching, man? And I thought about you. I said, boy, they got my boy Brandon rolling in his grave right about now.
I was watching it from my stream because the local game was the Texans and the Bills.
Yes.
So when that went off on CBS was showing our game because then everybody was hitting my line. So when Lamar dropped the snap, everybody was like, oh, man, Lamar folding. But then when he missed that field goal, I said, yeah, come on now. And man, it was tough because at the now this is what made the difference. Remember when they got that safety? It was a great punt and it put us like on the 1 yard line.
Right.
And when they got that safety, I was like, shit. Because when you get a safety, you give them back the ball.
Right.
But I liked in the second half, our defense started coming together. Marlowe had a great interception, but man, it's beautiful, man.
I'll tell you what got me, Brandon, is that one while you guys got away from running King Henry and started playing the old Lamar Jackson, the Raven featuring Lamar Jackson. and that's
That
what
don't never work.
right. And you all got caught up in like a shootout with Joe Cool, and I was like, okay, I
Why?
don't. I was like, why? You got this secret weapon back here. Run that
Yeah, why
dude.
do we keep? I don't understand because people don't understand what makes Lamar different is what other teams are scared of. Turn it. Since Lamar has came into the league, we are the best team at running the football and controlling
Yes.
the clock. There's no doubt about that. We do not win games when Lamar has to throw 40 plus times. My biggest thing is why do we try to go brick for brick, match for match with another person? That's terrible logic.
And that was one of the things I made a keynote to myself. I'm like, wait a minute, why are the Ravens going back to trying to feature Lamar Jackson? I'm thinking, okay, isn't that why they went and picked up Derrick Henry to kind of offset the Lamar Jackson show? But it's like it's almost like the offensive coordinator fell back into his same old habits, and it's like, okay, Lamar here, Lamar there, Lamar run, Lamar pass, and I'm like, okay, hell, I'll be honest, brother, I thought King Henry was hurt.
Oh no, come on now. You know this boy a bell cow.
But
You know how this goes.
that was my point. Was I had missed there was a portion of the game that I missed, and then when I turned back, I saw them featuring Lamar Jackson. I'm thinking, well, hell, is King Henry hurt? You know?
Now here's the thing. Except for that fumble, Lamar had a great game throwing the ball. Bro was making plays happen though. You know, shout out at we got our third tight end, Cohen. He was eating. So we come on now. And he likely came up. But bruh, man, hell of a game by us. We all know every game in the AFC North is just gonna be ugly, and it's gonna be a long road ahead. But you know, shifting to y'all, Jaden Daniels, Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's the guy. Just don't RG3 him and mess up his career. That's all I'm saying with y'all.
That's where you know, because you know I love my team, man. I love what we're doing. We needed a game like today because you know as well as I know, teams adjust. And yeah, my man has been averaging almost 80% pass completion. But let's be honest, a lot of things that he's been a lot of passes that he's been throwing have been the quick outs, you know, and where the receivers are getting a lot of rack yards, you know, yards after catch. And then after he lulls you to sleep, then he'll throw the bomb. You know what I mean? Then you know you got Brown and T Mac getting behind everybody, but we come out and we feature just the throw it around. If it gets to fourth and two or third and two, we let my man Jaden pick up the first down, and I noticed that the team that we played today, they had made that adjustment. Cleveland took that away, bro. They took that away quick. They're like, okay, we're gonna come up. We stopping this. Nah, y'all got to come up with something else. And it took a while. What I like about Jaden Daniels is that he's playing well above his age because all of a sudden he made the adjustment. Not only him, Coach Bro made the adjustment too. Then they start throwing it down the field over the middle, and then that opened up everything. Then we could get back to throwing the quick outs and getting it out of his hand real quick. And you know, I like what I'm seeing, but hey man, you know, everybody's happy. But look, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, brother. We play y'all next week.
Come on, hey, and they might flex that game to a prime
You
time
know
game.
they are. You know they are.
Hey man, come on, man.
They got
let me know next week when they call in. Let me know. Let me know because you know I'm talking mad.
I'm hoping they don't flex that to Sunday night. I'm hoping that they don't.
Man, let me know where you watching the game. We might have to watch the game together, man. Let me know, man.
Man,
you know, this is it right here.
I'm hoping that they're not gonna flex it to Sunday night. Now I don't mind if they push it back because I think right now the time that they're scheduled to play is what 12:00. Nah,
yeah,
nah. You know that they're gonna flex that game. Yeah, just don't
Don't
flex
flex
it
it.
the
They
freaking
gonna flex it.
Thursday night, in which that's already written in stone what teams are going to play this Thursday night. But I got a feeling that they're going to move them back to the 3 o'clock slot. But please don't do Sunday night, man. Nah,
Let's get
nah,
it, dog.
nah. But I tell you what, bro, um, there are some things that that's going to be interesting because we're getting better. Our defense is getting better. There's some things that you guys do that I think we're gonna have a problem with, which is with with King Henry. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem with King Henry. But there's some things that we do I think that's gonna give y'all some problems because I think y'all got some issues with y'all DBs and corners and stuff. And so it's just gonna come down to uh I don't know, man. But you know what? I think we have a shot if Lamar plays like he did today. If Lamar just start playing Lamar Jackson ball and get into a shootout with us, I think we good. But if y'all come out and try to hit us over the head with King Henry, we might have a problem, Doc. We might have a
We gonna
problem.
do.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get the lead and force y'all to get into a shootout because but you know what? What's cool is that both teams run the ball. Both teams
Y'all
try
got
to
a
come
good
up.
running attack though
Yeah.
with Austin Eckler though, and
Egler and
Robinson.
Robinson, and then we got another kid, Nicholson. So yeah, so we're gonna come out and try to run the ball. That's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a good game all the way around, man. All the way around. Hey, man, let me let you go, man. I got somebody else trying to get in here, brother.
All right, my brother, this is Brandon Cooper, the Ravens extraordinaire, man. Hey, man, let me know next week, man, where you want to watch the game, my brother.
I will.
Hey, God bless, man.
All
Proud
right.
of Jaden Daniels.
Okay, man. All right.
All right.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, all right.
Sports therapy.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, my homeboy Glenn.
Man, what's happening with you, my
Hey,
brother?
brother,
What's
let me tell you, man. Look, y'all got the whole national audience, man. What are y'all gonna do, man? Are y'all gonna show up or y'all gonna crap in the bed, bro?
We gonna barbecue.
Because here's
Damn sure ain't gonna milk you.
let me tell you my prediction. Go ahead.
Guess what I just left from a while ago?
Where?
A bunch of damn cowboy things.
But how'd that go?
You already know. I told them they gonna get their ass whooped, their money took, get the last ride on the Undertaker book.
What'd you tell him, homeboy?
They gonna get their ass whooped, their money took, get their ass last ride on the Undertaker book. They gonna get their shit beat out of them. You already know. I don't know why you asking me that for. You ain't got to turn your cussing bell on, because there ain't no cussing tonight.
Oh, boy.
Just straight ass whooping.
Hey, man, let me tell you my prediction.
Michael Paulson didn't want to play anyway.
You think you faking?
You already know he is.
Hey,
You
man.
already know he is. That's too young.
Hey, man, let me tell you my prediction. My prediction, because there's some people who think the Cowboys got a chance. I think that tonight's game is probably going to be, I'm saying, maybe 35-10, maybe 28 to 9.
36-12.
They're not. The Cowboys are not going to score that much, and what I think is that Fields is starting to come into his own, and I think this is going to be his breakout game because he can do what the Giants couldn't do against the Cowboys, which is get the edges. Even though, you know what I'm saying, if you can get around the edge against the Cowboys, you give them problems, and that's what teams that have been beaten have been able to do is get that edge, get that corner. They get around that corner, and then it's all good. But and then I think y'all defense is gonna show up. So and the Cowboys with both of the defensive ends out, Tank Lawrence and Michael Parsons, I don't see them being able to generate any pressure. To be honest with you, I don't see them being able to stop the Steelers from being on the field and having the ball, playing keep away. And like I said, the score may not be because the Steelers are one of those teams where when they up on you 2 scores, it's almost like they up on you 4 scores based on the style that they play. If you know what I'm saying.
That's true. And Cowboy, I understand that people talk about, if I ain't gonna say anything can happen now, anything possible, but just not tonight.
Well, you know how I do it, bro. I tell people, man. Although I'm I'm on this show. I am the host of this show, but I'm a fan first, and I always cheer for everybody in my division to lose. So the Giants got lucky and won. The Eagles didn't play this weekend. They had a bye. And, of course, we took Cleveland Browns behind the woodshed, pulled their pants down and whooped their ass. Hey,
man, y'all got y'all franchise quarterback, man.
If we can keep him alive.
Y'all got y'all franchise quarterback.
Hey, boy, that boy, hey. He's a real deal, bro. He's a real deal.
Hey, man, he better than Joe Burrow and all them guys, man.
He now, like I was telling Brandon, in the NFL, you could be doing something, having some success from week to week, and teams study you and they make an adjustment. And what we have been doing was starting out, not really letting Jaden throw the ball down the field as much. We was just like getting the ball out of his hand quick, the quick outside passes and things like that. And then featuring more the running game. But today, the Cleveland Browns came in and they had a plan. Their plan was to take that away. That's what you do. So they took it away and forced Jaden to have to throw the ball down the field. And he made some adjustments. He threw an interception. But once he made the adjustment, man, he started throwing bombs, man. It's like, boy, that boy is dangerous. He is, man.
Man, he's dangerous, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Y'all got the real Lionel Richie this time, man. y'all got the original Lionel Richie.
Man,
I'm for real, man.
Man,
Hey, I'm happy for y'all.
I'm happy for us.
I'm happy for you guys, man. I'm happy for anybody to beat them damn Cowboys.
Hey, well, we got a tough one next week, but like I said, based on what I've seen, I think we could beat anybody now. We play the Ravens.
Man, y'all got a nice team, man.
Yeah, because we can score. And before the Skins was a team that we'd have to beat you 17 to 10, 21 to 19, something like that. Now, man, the last 3 games, man, we've scored over 30 points a game. So, and we're featuring that running game, which is cool, man. So it's all good, brother. It is all good.
For real, man.
It's all good, man.
Y'all tough, man.
I just need y'all.
You guys tough, man.
I just need y'all to come through and take care of business with them Cowboys, man. Because
what you talking about tonight?
Yes, sir. In about, 5-10 minutes. This is what I need.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Huh?
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I know you always have been a little scrapper. You ain't never been bullied in school.
Nah.
When we were going to school.
Nah.
Yeah, you never just got bullied. But see, guess what's gonna happen tonight? You really watch the motherfucker get bullied, man.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, you know what? Let me tell you what I saw today. When we were playing the Cleveland Browns, I actually saw my man Watson actually quit. That was a play. That was a play where, don't get me wrong, we're beating the hell out of them. The game could have been a lot worse. We just kind of took our foot off their neck with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. But there was this one possession where he had the ball. They were down by, they were down by 30 points. And he had the ball, man, and they were on maybe like their own 45-ish. And so the coach didn't get to play he didn't get to play in time. So they end up there was a delay of game penalty was called. So they had to march the ball back. So then finally it came down to, and this was gonna be 4th down, and they actually had it was gonna be a 4th and 2, so they're gonna go for it. So then the coach, it's the coach's fault when you get 2 back-to-back delay of game penalties. That means they waiting on the play. So I think the coach had his mind he gonna still go for it. I think it was like 4th and 9. Man, my Jackson just walked out. He just came out. He didn't even the coach was gonna go for it, man. Hell, he just came out, man. He like, hell, screw this. He just came out, went to the bench. I was like, boy, sometimes, man, you just know. Sometimes you know, bro.
Man, let me tell you something, man. You would do the same thing. How would you feel to get beat up every weekend?
Every weekend, bro. Yep.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm serious, man. Hey, man, they could blame it on Lamar Jackson. Man, that man getting beat up, man. Then that man going through some things.
Oh, you talking about Watson? Yes.
Yeah, Watson, I mean.
Because we sacked him 7 times a day, and we ain't been a big pass rush team. But, hell, they made us look like we were ready. We the best defense in the league because we sacked him like 7 times, and I was like, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Well, I tell you what, I you know what, man, I've been out. I don't know. I've been celebrating like it's New Year's Eve this weekend. I don't know what's wrong. I was over to your sister's house yesterday. We had a good time. I went out today kicking. And I know I won't be able to watch the whole game tonight, but I do know one thing. When I wake up in the morning, it's going to be some ass-kicking time.
Hey, man, hold on,
Pittsburgh
bro.
going to whoop that ass tonight.
Hey, boy, you got to stay up. If that means you got to tape your eyes open with some Elmer's glue or put some tape on your eyelid, bro. You got to stay up for this because if not.
I'm going to do something.
Huh? Hey, man, go get you a Red Bull like I do, man.
Hey, I know this ain't got nothing to do with football, but I was over to your sister's house yesterday when they barbecued, throw down on some good food.
That's all good,
man. I'm talking about, boy.
That's all good, bro.
And you know, for me, yeah, but man, I've been having a good time this weekend. I just left come on a while ago. But anyway, I'm gonna get in here. Like you say, I'm gonna watch the game. Because anytime we go kick ass like we do tonight, I got to watch that.
Well, homeboy Glenn, like I said at the start of the show, tonight's show is gonna be a modified show, and you're about to hear the sound of my music. All right, for my homeboy Glenn and everybody that called and made this show successful. This has been F.A. Jr., and this has been another episode of Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. I want to thank everybody. My homeboy Glenn, D. Coop from D1 University, and all the regulars that called in. Big hopes to Jay and Grand Prairie as a Who Dat Nation take on the team better known as the Chief. You know, when you large and in charge, somebody got to call you Chief. And to my homeboys everywhere, I'd like to thank all those from the great state of Arkansas, the country Kennys, and I'd like to thank you. And we will see you next week on another episode of Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. As we say on the yard,